captains. We got all 9 of them out there. First time this season, Rob.
Yeah.
All 9 of the Ashland captains.
On senior night. We did senior night.
And it's senior night. And our opponent tonight in the Division 6 South Finals is a school called Old Rochester, which is located in Mattapoisett, Massachusetts. It is a regional school. Mattapoisett, Rochester, and one other school, Swansea or something, or
Dighton,
Somerset.
Rehoboth, yeah.
They're in the same league as Dighton, Rehoboth. They're in a league called the South Coast Blue, and they were the champs. And they've had playoff games. They beat Norwell last week, and the week before that they beat Apponequet from Lakeville. And Apponequet was the only team to beat them during the regular season. So they've lost a game this year. They're 8-1. Ashland comes in 9-0, undefeated. Their third playoff game. They're coming off a big win over the Rockland Bulldogs last week down in Rockland. Both teams are undefeated. Clockers handled them 33-16. And the week before, Ashland came from behind to beat East Bridgewater. Another South Shore school. And tonight they faced the team that eliminated them in the playoffs last season. And it was that game at Ashland, Rob?
No, it was in Old Rochester. Yeah. So, that's one of the things that might give us a little bit of an advantage. Their field down there was grass and muddy, and it was a tropical rainstorm.
No kidding.
So their field was a disaster. And with the balanced offensive ground game that they had,
it was just perfect. Yeah. Better for the conditions.
Yeah. So.
And Rob, let me ask you this: was it also a sectional final?
Yeah.
It was.
Exactly the opposite.
Same
of
as this.
tonight,
Yeah,
so.
except we're at home.
Coaches and contest officials have worked diligently to prepare for today's competition. Please show your appreciation by demonstrating good sportsmanship and respect for all in attendance.
We're going to have the Star Spangled Banner. And we don't get to see the person performing it. She's in the booth. We've been lucky to have a live version every game this year. This is our 6th home game this season.
Could subject the violator to ejection and may result in penalties being assessed against your team. Our great nation has persevered through the leadership and sacrifices of men and women who have served or are currently serving in our armed forces. We invite both veterans and current military personnel to stand.
And we clap
for the veterans.
For the veterans. This Veterans Day was this week. It was Monday, yeah. It used to be called Armistice Day. Is that amazing?
And bright stars through the perilous fight, for the rampart we watch, we're so gallantly and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave? For the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Biggest game of the year. for the third consecutive weekend. And the biggest crowd of the year tonight on a chilly night in the Clock Town. Clockers are going to be wearing blue shirts tonight. And the old Rochester Bulldogs.
Second week in a row of facing a Bulldog team.
Yeah, they're a vicious little animal.
Rockland Bulldogs,
yeah.
And now the old Rochester Bulldogs. Very creative with the names down in that
And these
area.
poor kids, they must have had, I think it's about a 2-hour flight from Mattapoisett to Ashland. But they've got a nice contingent of fans over there.
Yeah, and they'll probably still trickle in. They go against the traffic, so hopefully...
that's an advantage.
Yeah, exactly. Because driving down to Rockland last week was a little...
I hate to tell you, I was in Rockland at 20 minutes of 5.
Oh.
I was so terrified of getting caught on 128.
Yeah.
I didn't realize the town is on Route 228.
I don't even know where it took me.
228 is the road to Nantasket Beach, but the Rockland, you go the other way, inland.
So it looks like we're going to kick off. And deep for Old Rochester, we got Camden Brzezinski. I remember that name from last year.
So the running game hurt us last year, right, Rob?
Yeah, Dylan Thomas and Javen Pina Francis.
Jeez.
They got 3 guys deep. This would be a nice chance to drop one in there, and we're ready.
The way teams kick off now, Rob, you can't have too many guys back there. You don't know where the ball's going to go. And look at this. Clock is in a shift. Are they going to try an onside kick to start the game?
Yeah, it's all intimidation right there.
Yes.
Probably gave a quick, let's do this for PJ and Jake, and we're underway.
Agastinelli, the hard ground ball that he features. It's picked up at the 20, and it's across the 30 and a little further across the 35. Not a horrible start. Not a horrible place to start.
Pretty neutral
for the Bulldogs, yeah.
Pretty neutral for
Not
both
bad.
teams. Yeah.
Last week, the Clockers pinned them back. They mishandled it, and Rockland had to start on their own 17-yard line. And truth be told, they never really recovered from that play.
They didn't. They held them there.
Field position, huge.
One of the biggest plays. Well, we'll focus on this now. Let's see what we got here.
Let's see if we can find the quarterback for you. It's old number 1. Ryan Thomas.
A nice tackle, Ryan Dwinells and Dom Massaro. I
got to believe Brzezinski's going to be in the backfield. He wears 4.
Griffin Frank on the tackle. So this team runs a lot, and the last couple weeks we faced some running teams. So
the Bulldogs were a running club last week.
And East Bridgewater.
Rockland.
So hopefully that's going to work in our favor.
This goes to
ready for it.
The number 20-ish back, probably Jackson Cote, yeah.
Ryan Dwinells.
Another captain.
Another assist there with a tackle. So we're 3rd and 5 already. It's
Ryan was outstanding last week, as was Andrew Inarelli. And Sean Harding.
Yeah, Sean's made some great use of his playing time. They throw him in there because of his size, and he's really been effective.
Up the middle on 3rd down and a pretty good gain.
Yeah, looks like he just got it. They're signaling that first down.
So 3 runs, net the first down.
We've seen this before. It's just a matter of trying to shut it down.
I never saw a team so one-player orientated than the Rockland Bulldogs last week. One player.
Yeah,
90% of the...
Made it a little easier. East Bridgewater was 2 players, and finally we figured them out, but you're right.
It looks like these guys got 3.
Great job there.
Up the middle, nothing doing.
That handoff was number 20, Jackson Cote.
Who was that? Was that Massaro? Or made that stop? It was a number.
I think so. I think
it was a number in the 50s. Yeah.
Then it would have been Massaro or Dag.
Yeah, Dag. Might have been Dag. Not sure. 2nd and 9. We're just underway. First quarter action. The Clockers and the Bulldogs from Cunis Field. Quick pass. First one of the night. It's complete. Clockers stop him right there, though. And a third down play's coming up.
Grover and Kavanaugh on the tackle. I was saying earlier, you know, the fact that there's no wind actually favors Old Rochester's quarterback because Kavanaugh's been laser-like, and we've been playing in hurricane conditions.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been a long time since we've said no wind.
Yeah. So for a team that doesn't like to pass, you'd like to have ideal conditions, and that does help Old Rochester.
That was a smart call, though. You got to mix in that pass.
Yeah.
They go back to the ground, straight ahead. I think he's got another one.
I agree with you there.
Nothing fancy.
Well, if you needed 11
and
yards,
nothing big. Yeah.
We'd be good, but they've been getting 10.5 every 3 plays, so. It's all right. We can let them play in the middle of the field.
You got to be careful. You got to watch those sticks. You got to watch that down marker. In a Division I game last week, a team got 5 downs on a mix-up.
Oh. Kavanaugh just missed him in the backfield.
Oh, give him another 5. Cote's little. He gets under you. Quarterback for the Bulldogs, Ryan Thomas, R-Y-O-N.
Fakes the handoff.
Wow, he rolls out, he dumps it, he's wide open. It's a first down and a little more. Inside the Ashland 35, down around the 30.
Yeah,
see where they spotted, it's at the 32. And let me see, that's 3 consecutive first down for the Bulldogs to start this game.
Yeah, that was senior captain Cam Brzezinski that took that little pass out in the flat.
He's got good size, Rob.
Yeah, they used him a lot last year. He's probably only gotten better.
Does he do the blocking there? Yeah, he can block too for Cote, and that's what he does right there. Clockers seem to get that now.
Small game, maybe 2-3 yards. Kavanaugh was in there.
Great job by Channel 25 last week.
Oh, Butch Stearns
yeah.
And his cameraman,
JJ. They featured our team and our game, and it was great.
Yeah, and Butch went back to the studio. I obviously had the chance to meet him, and he was such a gentleman. And JJ hung out there in the cold. Ooh, nice. It was almost offsides, but they got it back. And
he bounced off. He got maybe a yard more than he should have.
All right.
But this is their sternest test now. This is the longest third down play they've had. Let's see if they go with the short pass or perhaps a sweep.
Two down territory, so it's
yes, definitely.
So this is their 3rd time at third down, so maybe 3rd time's a charm for the Clockers. We'll see.
Same backfield, so-called I formation, some call it. He rolls right. He lets it go. It's open, and it's right at the first down marker.
Yeah.
And as we've seen so many times, there's no measurement. I'll be calling it a first down at the Ashland 21, which I guess is correct because they started at the 32.
Yeah. Thomas DeRocher with the reception there. He was...
nice little play, a play the Clockers run very effectively.
That was a smart play. He went just beyond the line of scrimmage.
Perfect.
I mean,
and
first down marker and turned. And
essentially risk-free, although those can be picked as well. Cote up the middle. They stuff them and they drag them backwards.
You don't get to this level without playing some good fundamental football.
Yeah.
So
The only team that beat them this year, they met again in the playoffs and killed them.
Yeah.
So they're peaking, I guess you'd have to say.
It was early on, and I think they have a new coach this year. So
yeah. They were shut out the first time they played Apponequet.
They might have been working out their
these mysterious names of schools. Apponequet, also a regional school located in Lakeville, Mass.
Yeah, one-on-one matchup to the left here, but
the big guy carried that one.
Ryan Wells with the stick, number 69.
3rd and 6.
And before Cam Brzezinski again, but good stop there. Maybe even 7. 3rd and 7, buddy.
Dwinell's with the stop, I guess. He's been a rock this year in the trenches for the Clockers.
So we're already down to the 5-minute mark in the first quarter.
Oh, yeah.
No score. First possession of the
Complete
game.
passes and runs will do it, right?
Yep.
We haven't had an incomplete pass.
We got to get our defense off the field. They need a break.
He rolls right, which he likes to do. It's a post pattern. And I guess he spiked it.
Yeah, he had his back, Jackson Cody, there, so they're not going to call grounding. But
He could have floated it to him, but I guess he preferred. It looked like they would have had to take a loss if he completed that, so he put it into the ground.
And he's got another shot. It's four down territory, so he didn't need to.
But it's going to require a significant play.
7 yards.
Yeah. He ran a post pattern there. The kid who ran it thought he was open, but I think because of the pressure, he never even had time to look. Here we go. 4th down. Straight back for the end zone.
Got coverage. Knocks it down. Smart play.
Incomplete. Jump ball.
Yeah.
Kavanaugh won it.
Brandon Grover. It was Grover. But yeah. I don't know if he had an opportunity to intercept it. If he did, it was a smart play to knock it down because it comes back out.
He had the inside position, Rob, and the ball didn't get over his head.
Yeah.
And that was good.
So we're going to take over at the 22-yard line, 23 maybe.
Check that spot. They got it at the 17.
Yeah, thank you.
And Clockers hold on downs, and now they go on offense for the first time.
Haven't seen that. Okay.
With 6.5 minutes burned off this clock, 7.5 minutes burned off this clock by the opening drive. And Braganca gets us started.
Lopez.
Gets us started. And there was nothing there. Got back to the line of scrimmage and was glad to do it.
Yeah, we'll lull him to sleep with the run and use Russell when we need him. Let's see how these matchups look. Well, Russell down here. He's got some size against
Russell
him.
near side and
DeRocher's lined up against him. He's a big guy. Up top, we got Bubba Gazzard and Brandon Grove.
And Latessa's in the slot, I guess.
Yes. That's where the size advantage is there.
And Eddie's in the backfield, one of them. Nobody open. Oh!
What a smart play to Russell.
Kavanaugh directed him.
Exactly. And a perfect throw.
And he released, and he put it right on the money.
What a great play by Kavanaugh. Like
Clock
you
is
said,
ready to go, no huddle.
That's NFL action right there where they're talking.
Man.
They read each other's mind, and he didn't have much space on the defender either.
Dominic had another touchdown pass last week, his 24th of the season by my extremely unofficial calculations. Nothing doing there. And that's that Brzezinski kid playing defense. Number 4. He's a handful. Eddie got planted.
Wow, loss of 5 yards almost, 4 yards.
24 touchdown passes in 9 games. And
right.
Dom ran for 2. And I think he's got 7 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah,
there.
I think that when we did our numbers the week before, I think you are correct.
And Braganca had a touchdown last week, too.
He had 2. He's got some room. He's going to keep it. He's going to get hit hard.
Dominic.
He's not afraid of the contact.
He got a few. He got back the loss and 1 or 2 more, but it brings up a dicey 3rd and 9, 8.5. First quarter action, 2:02 left. Clock running in the first period. Ashland and Old Rochester, Division 6 South Finals. Clock is trying to keep their unbeaten season alive. And today's game gets you into another game. next weekend.
Yeah.
And who will the opponent be? Will it be the Division 6 North team?
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, and were we wrong?
I'm not sure.
I've heard rumors about playing the West and the Central. Kavanaugh doesn't want to go down, but he must.
Was a ball
Oh,
loose.
and it came away. And they're giving it to OR.
A rare mistake by Kavanaugh, trying to do a little too much.
Couldn't go down, wouldn't go down, and they stripped it away from him with great gang tackling, vicious gang tackling. And the Bulldogs start at the Ashland 33, 1st and 10. So the clock is facing some early adversity. And a rare turnover for Ashland. Up the middle. It's Cote flag.
On the play, Jackson Code up the middle.
See if we get a holding penalty.
No
Usually what it is, yeah.
No hesitation by the official.
Nope. That might help negate a little bit of the pain from that turnover as we are at 1st and 20. How's that hot chocolate?
It's better. It's better than nothing. They don't have coffee. I like coffee.
Seems to be that first down, about 19.
So it stays 1st down, but it's not 1st and 10. It's 1st and 20-ish.
Yeah, oh! Tackle there.
Tackled the ball and the player at the same time. He was lucky to hold on, but there's no gain on the play. And now it's 2nd down.
I think that was Colin Dagg. I couldn't see behind the wall of players. But it is now 2nd and 17.
Best way to respond to a turnover is with a defensive stop, and that's what the Clockers are trying to do. Ooh, he kept it himself, but it didn't really work out. He got a couple.
Yeah, that was quarterback Ryan Thomas taking the handoff to Dylan DeWolf, but he kept it. Either way, they weren't going to get more than those 2 yards. So
I like the idea of mixing it up. It just didn't work.
And we're gonna run out the quarter right here.
That's it.
That was a quick quarter.
Wow.
And the student section giving a big round
7-14.
encouragement to their team.
Timeout on the field. The boys switch sides, and it's Ashland nothing and Old Rochester High School nothing. Bob Thacker and Rob Silver bringing you tonight's game. We're unable to stream. MIAA rules prohibit it, but
No, we are streaming.
oh, I don't think so.
No, we are. I
Why?
got confirmation. We got the okay.
Oh, we did.
are.
Oh, perfect.
We are.
So we're live.
Yeah, so no 7-second delay. Watch your language tonight, Bob.
No 7-second delay.
But yeah, we got a lot of viewers actually. So we want to thank everybody for viewing and share the link and let everybody else know.
So it's not on.
Yeah.
It's not on Facebook. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct. This is WACA WACA-TV streaming live. That's
But this is
that's
on a
from
website.
Paul Bowden.
Oh, it's on Paul's.
Well, no, it's on the WACA. Here we are. We got 30.
Oh, so it is on our Facebook
74
page.
viewers we're up to.
Is it on
so
our Facebook
again,
page? Yeah.
We got a couple. I'm gonna as I see people I know say hello. Welcome Laurie Weiss Tosti and Courtney Lima
Excellent.
watching me and you and the team. Probably more so the team than
It's a
than
cold
me.
night. It's nice that everyone gets a chance to watch, even if they can't come out to the field.
And yeah, this is nothing compared to last week. This is
Because
beach weather. compared to
MIA
last
gave
week.
us
So
a
here we
hard
are,
time
big
about streaming.
3rd and 14.
Straight back.
Some
Pressured. He stumbled. He's down. Who's got that pressure? Inarelli?
Iannarelli fell on him at the end there. But
Yeah.
that was
He was right behind
a
him.
good team effort.
almost-
Massaro, I think, and Kavanaugh maybe in there.
Tremendous pressure, but I almost think he fell.
Yeah, when he
He lost his
because of
footing,
it.
yeah. Yeah.
It could be the slippery turf. They're not used to it. They didn't bring their turf cleats. I don't know. But regardless, it's 4th down.
You know, when the weather's cold, the turf becomes a factor.
Yeah, definitely last week it was really slick.
And it seemed to hurt them more than it did us. Clever punt, fair catch at the 9. And Ashland starts there.
So once again, the turnover did not hurt us, not yet, because we are pinned fairly deep.
Yeah, it's hurt us on field position only so far. And the Clocker responded very well to that turnover with a great defensive stand.
And we have Josh Morse watching and rooting for the Clockers. Welcome, Josh, and Deborah Weekly. It's great to see the fans, and I'm sure we're going to have some Old Rochester fans. If you're an Old Rochester fan, don't be afraid to say so. I'll say hello. Here we go.
First down. Clock is in a sort of a well-defended passing situation. They try the so-called jet sweep. They bring in the speedy Jake Merlone.
How about that run he had last week, huh?
Whoa. That was a big play. And I loved, who was it that tried to carry him?
Jake
tried to carry him into the end zone.
I thought they could call the penalty because we saw that earlier in the year, remember?
All of a sudden, everything that used to be a penalty is allowed. Right. You never used to be able to push the pile.
But they called it earlier in the year when they had like a 1st and goal. They called a
yeah.
They called it. So I thought maybe it's high school that you can't. But there he clearly picked him up and was like carrying him.
Man,
all right, here we go.
Play.
2nd and 5. Maybe a short 6.
He wants to pass. He's got a man. It's complete. It's not a first down. Well defended.
Kevin Russell.
So he only gets 2 on that, and an important 3rd down coming up.
And one of the key plays from Kavanaugh to Russell was the first series they had last week. It was a 3rd and 6 or something. He threw one of those passes to Russell, and that kept the game going, and they went in and scored early on, their first possession. So we've seen that a lot lately. And
big 3rd down play deep in their own territory. Kavanaugh to pass. He wings it out there. It's a first down.
Russell again.
Same sort of play, just a few more yards, and that was all that was needed for the first down. And Dominic did not hesitate. He rifled that ball, and on a cold night, that's a tough catch. Can be a tough catch.
And Russell looks so comfortable catching that. It's just
no nerves.
Nope.
No score. We're in the 2nd quarter. Ashland and Old Rochester, Division 6 South Finals.
Passing
Straight
again.
Back.
Oh, he's got him in the slot.
He's open. At midfield.
Latessa.
Jake Latessa has a first down.
And that's where the size advantage is. Definitely Latessa against whoever covering him in that slot. But you could see that. He just bolted, and I saw him behind him.
Well, the defensive backfield looks to be pretty good size. They have a very short lineman, but you can bet he's as tough as they come.
They're making sure this DeRocher covers Kevin Russell, who's now at the bottom of our screen.
Not a bad idea.
He's been covering the whole game.
Oh, bad snap. Dom gets it on a bounce. He wants to run with it. He's got 2, 3, maybe 4.
And we've seen that out of Kavanaugh, too, before. In the East Bridgewater game, a bad snap over his head, scrambled and threw a nice first down pass, and there he made 4 yards.
He does not panic, Rob.
Could have been. And he did get a nice bounce out of it, but 4 yards out of what could have been a disaster of a play.
You know, you never know how that football is going to react when it hits that turf.
So far we've faced a little bit of adversity with the fumble and that bad snap, and we're looking okay. So if that's the worst that happens, it could be
we flipped the field position issue. 2nd down play. Dom fakes right, goes
wide
long.
Open.
Latessa at the 20.
Nice.
He cuts it back. He's got a touchdown. Kavanaugh to Latessa. 47 yards. The Clockers take the lead.
I'd have to say that's a blown coverage because he was so far open.
I mean, I know he faked right, but still, you couldn't.
No,
You would still
unless
have
the
to have a guy covering.
Yeah, at least somewhere. Nobody was even in the neighborhood. See what Agostinelli can do here at the extra point. Good hold by Neal. And it's good.
7-0. Andre made 2 big field goals last week.
Yes, he did.
He's got 4 now on the season.
Yeah, a uncharacteristic missed extra point, but he certainly came back in spades with the 2 field goals.
He's only missed 1 place kick this season.
He's been solid his whole career.
Ashland jumps out.
And what
That drive started at the 9, right?
Yeah, 91-yard drive.
A specialty of the Clockers.
Yeah, we
had a long one last week, and of course the memorable ones, 2 98-yard drives against the Holliston Panthers.
Yeah,
right here at Cunis Field.
That was one of their biggest pass plays of the year, right there.
40 plus, yeah, and it went for 6.
Yeah, they've been very. Their play calling, not play calling, but a lot of their plays have been 10, 15, 20 yards, but they haven't really had, outside of a couple runs that they had last week, but not the big pass.
Onside
they tried the
kick.
onside kick.
I don't know if it went 10, but I
right
think
to the 10.
OR has it no matter what.
The ball spotted on the 50.
A bold move by Coach McKay.
But we would expect nothing less.
But it ends up in Old Rochester's favor with good field position at midfield. 7:40 to go until halftime.
96 viewers. Shout out to Dave Bowden watching, brother of Paul Bowden. Sue Levine, hello. David Giorgio. Matt Chenard, welcome to the broadcast.
Right up the middle. Met stopped after a 3-yard gain.
By Coach, good for about 3. Second down and 7.
That's Jackson Cote with the carry. This the Old Rochester running back or quarterback, whoever it is, they're not really getting too deep. They're getting contact early, and they get
Right.
you know it's 3.
They're
4
tough.
yards.
They get a couple usually, yeah.
They haven't really had any huge holes that they've gone through.
Clocker
The
defense is
so
really
solid.
under the gun against this
Cote again.
simple rushing attack.
Junior Sean Harding. And Iannarelli on the tackle.
Geez, Brzezinski's out of the game. That's good news for Ashland. Geez, you'd think you'd want him in on a 3rd down play. Ryan Thomas quarterbacking the Bulldogs, number 1.
Stands are shaking, 3rd and 5.
Look for Thomas DeRocha. He's split on the bottom of your screen.
He's his favorite
They
target.
go inside and complete.
It's a first down.
I think it is, yes.
Great job by their receivers. Again, knowing where the first down
Boy,
marker is. That was Dylan Thomas.
He cut underneath DeRocha, and it was a perfect pass.
Well-designed play, well executed.
So the Thomas boys, they both spell their names with O's. So Ryan is R-Y-O-N and Dylan is D-Y-L-O-N.
Could be a bad typewriter. Maybe it doesn't print the A.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe it doesn't print the A. It is vocational. They may be using the old typeset.
Here we go up the middle. Oh, Brzezinski carries this time.
But again,
couldn't get a head of steam up and nothing doing.
He didn't make too many moves there. He just went right into the line. And
didn't even bend over, just stood up.
No.
He's a big boy. He's a big target.
Yeah, what are the stats on him? What do they say on Cam? 6'2", 205. Very similar to myself, except the 6'2" and the 6'2".
Yeah, a specimen.
Yeah, I'm 5'6".
Like yourself.
So we're both 205. I'm not 205 anymore. All right.
This is going to be a pass play. favorite target, but he overthrew that one.
Yeah, that was a little different. He's running to his left,
Yeah.
not as easy a throw.
It never looked like it had a chance. It would have taken a very accurate pass. There were 3 clockers in the area, but that said, he still could have got it if it had been precisely thrown. They're at the 36, and now it's 3rd down and 7.
That stops the clock just under 1 tick under 5 minutes, 4:59 to go, 7-0. Your Ashland Clockers leading. It's got to be on the
A
offense.
pre-snap flag.
Or was
Too
somebody
many?
lined up in the sideline infraction? Or is it a warning?
First warning. Back up and stay out of my way. Coach McKay is the offender.
All right. So it's going to give a few of the Clocker players some jobs to do. Keep the players back. We got our warning. 3rd and 6.
He rolls.
Again.
Jump ball. Too far.
Pass is incomplete, defended by number 27, O.B. Brown.
Good.
O.B. cleanly defended that.
We had 2 defenders there.
Stayed out of the way.
They're
No need to foul anyone. 4th down play coming up.
It's 4th down and 7, ball spotted on the 36-yard line.
And they're going for it, or are they punting? They're punting.
Looks like they're punting, but I wouldn't be surprised if they faked it.
Yeah, he's comfortable with the ball, and he does roll, and he boots this one. He wants to get it out of bounds. Oh, it hits on the 6 and is downed on the 3. Great job. Great job.
It'll be Ashland 1st and 10 from the 3. 4:42 left in the clock with your Clockers up 7-0.
So Ashland's going to have to dig themselves out of a hole again. This time, they're 97 yards from the end zone they want to be in. This is a little dicey. It's always a little dicey when you got to, pass from your own end zone. Ball security, of course, a very high premium.
Let me know if you can see, Bob, if I'm blocking you. Just trying to get,
It's a pass. He's open. It's Gazzard at the 27-yard line. 1st down, Ashland.
2 defenders, and there was not a lot of room. And again, he's been doing it all year. Such precision by Kavanaugh.
Threaded. How's that? All right.
And
Crowded press box tonight. We're doing the best we can, trying to see everything and allow the camera people to do their work.
just over 4 minutes to go.
He wants to pass again. He wants to go downfield, but he's going to run it. He's got 5. He's got 10. He's got a 1st down. He's up to the 40. So they're going to mark it at the 44-yard line. It's another Ashland 1st down.
And that was all set up by the previous passes. He dropped back, and I saw the huge hole, and I was hoping he was going to run it.
It was wide open on that side, Rob.
He's made so many good decisions, but they had 2 pass rushers, and the middle was wide open, and he saw it and just pulled it down and ran. Pickup of about 14, 15.
From the shotgun, he's straight back again. Short. He dumps it off. Was that Merlone?
It was. They saw that on the game film.
They were ready.
They ran that one very effectively against Holliston. And they tried it last week, I think, with Gazzard.
Something happened.
And it was just, he was so open that it was one of Kavanaugh's,
That's
not,
right.
not better passes, but Gazzard still could have brought it, but it's such a floater. But they recovered. They recovered. They're all right. So 2nd and 10 on the Ashland 44-yard line.
Russell is this side. They go up the middle. They're not giving up on the run. Merlone carries.
Up the middle, 6 to 3. So that'll be about 3rd down and 6.
2:55 to go.
Brown comes in now. Merlone comes out. Let's see if Brown gets a chance. Olajumi Brown. We call him OB.
Yes,
O
we do.
for
Obi.
Olajumi, B for Brown.
And I had the
I had
pleasure
a-
of introducing him. His parents were Queen and Olu Brown, which may be short for Olajimi.
I'm tempted to call him OJ, but that's not what you want to be called. Deep, open. Took a long time to get there, and the defense closed on it.
Good job by Javen Francis for Old Rochester.
Intended for Gazzard, incomplete.
It did take a while to get there. He was open and
Yeah.
either had to throw it a little more towards the sideline or
Yeah.
a
That
little
would've-
more zip. So we're going to see our punter, Matt Neal, for the first time tonight.
Matt's had a great season. Very reliable. Also holds on the place kicks. Oh, he gets a good one off. It hits the turf and
Nice
takes an
bounce.
Ashland bounce. Flag goes down.
I think they're going
Stops at the 20.
to. The flag, I think, was a block in the back. I think one of the Old Rochester people knocked down one of the clockers. So
Yeah, he kind of did a spin and got hit in the back. Is that what happened? Bad block.
we'll see. So it's landed ultimately on the 20. We might tack on another 10.
Yes, it is against Old Rochester.
Yeah, block in the back.
Half the distance.
Yeah, they were just inside the 20, so it'll be down to the 9.5.
And now, the Clockers have completely reversed the field position.
We'll see how aggressive they get. I mean, 2:03 to go. They do have all their timeouts, but they have to go 99 yards. Would they be content, running out the clock or risking giving the Clockers one more shot? Because we can kill the clock. So we'll see what happens. And they just have to be wary of the big play.
Oh, the running game comes up big for the Bulldogs. Straight up the middle for a first down.
Yeah, that was the first time they got through the line without being touched.
I think that was Dylan DeWolf.
Yeah, we can give up 11 yards, but he almost broke that one.
Yeah.
Somebody got him by the...
Good timing for the Bulldogs. They needed that. They were backed up. Now they get some operating room. But clock is running. There's only 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the half.
Right.
Short pass. They've got him pinned. Does he stay in bounds?
He did. It's like I said,
He
I don't think they cared to be too aggressive. I think they're content being down 7-0.
It's starting to look that way, Rob.
But they're hurrying up now. That's odd.
I think they got 3 timeouts.
They do.
Up the middle, nothing doing there. That's going to take it under a minute unless they call a timeout. Now they do. Someone does. It's Ashland calling the timeouts.
Welcome Brian Silver, my brother, and thank you for that tidbit.
Just to remind everyone that the snack
We
shack
are-
is open for business.
We are. This is a minute to go in the first half, second quarter.
It's Ashland 7. Old Rochester nothing. A very tough, hotly contested, tightly contested first half has just flown by thanks to completed passes and a lot of runs.
And I just want to clarify on our screenshot. It's showing first quarter. It is the second quarter as one of the astute fans pointed out to me.
Yeah, it happened
a
fast.
relative.
It happened fast.
If you just tuned in, you might think it's the first quarter, but it's one of the fastest first halves I've seen. 37 minutes. It's almost real time.
Yeah, the 12-minute quarters. Up the middle, nothing doing. This will bring another Ashland timeout, I'm sure.
That is
Oh,
a first
excuse
down.
me, it's a first down. I didn't realize they were that close to a first down. Well, that changes everything. Now OR uses a timeout with 56.9 left. They see an opportunity. They've got 2 more timeouts according to my calculations, as do the Clockers. Clockers have to keep them off the board here before halftime. I'm not positive about their place kicking abilities over there, but almost every team has a place kicker now. It wasn't always the case, Rob.
But
A lot of teams didn't place kick at all.
at some
Back
point
in
last
the
week
day.
they were winning 15-0, so they went for 2 points. I don't know if that was
Yeah.
a testament to the confidence in their kicking game or if they just wanted to try and open it up a little bit.
Yeah, I couldn't get the breakdown of that. They only ended up winning 22-15, so
Yeah,
they didn't have a great second half.
No, it was tied, and Old Rochester, I think, had a 90-something yard drive all on the ground and then held them on the last drive.
So they got tied up, huh? He wants to pass. He's got room to run. He goes up the middle. He dodges a couple of Clockers. They surround him. He's down at the 50 with 44 seconds left. Timeout, Old Rochester. We got a flag on the play, and it's coming back. That was an exciting open field run, but as it often happens,
yeah,
the holding penalty ends the fun.
Running all over the place.
It was so much field, you know?
And in hindsight, the penalty probably was incidental. It wouldn't even have changed. He was so open. But
man, way back to the 19-yard line, Rob. From the 50 to the 19 because of that holding.
So I'd expect them. Now they're running the clock. Now I wouldn't mind if Ashland tried to kill it and force him.
He's going to pass.
Iannarelli.
They chase him. He's got him. It's a sack. Timeout. No timeout called by Ashland.
I'm looking at McKay to see what he's going to do here.
Is he going to let it go?
Yeah. When the coaches leave the roof, it's halftime.
He's letting it go with 9 seconds left. Old Rochester in no hurry. The first half is in the books. Ashland 7, Old Rochester nothing. A very, very strong first half. It leads me to believe we're going to have an even better second half. We want to thank our sponsors here at halftime. The self-storage.
Yes, Ashland's
126 self-storage and the Pet Concierge.
Ashland Pet Concierge. They've been supporting all season, and glad they're here for this one.
We'll be right back for the second half. Stay with us. You're watching Ashland High School Varsity Sports on WACA-TV, Ashland Television.
126 Self-Storage is located at 162 Pond Street and is owned by Ashland native Michael Kane. Gated and fenced with 24-hour security cameras, they offer convenient drive-up storage units for both your residential and commercial needs. Temperature-controlled units and outdoor vehicle, boat, and RV storage is also available. Check them out at 126selfstorage.com. And thank you to Michael Kane for being a great underwriter of Around the Clock.
Hi, I'm Carolyn McGee, and I created Ashland Pet Concierge in 2006. We have provided exceptional and personalized pet care peace of mind to thousands of clients. We provide dog walking, pet sitting, pet psychic sessions, energy healing, and holistic products. Our staff are fully trained, insured, bonded, Cori checked, and certified in pet CPR and first aid. The office manager, Sue Merloni, guarantees your pet care instructions are accurate, detailed, and that all visits are timely. Our online portal ensures a high level of service to our clients with a photo message sent to you after each visit. Thank you for your trust in Ashland Pet Concierge. To set up care for your pet, visit the website below or call 857-205-1950.
Rochester's on a 7-game winning streak. Clark's on a 9-game winning streak.
And if we win this game, we play the winner of the Millbury-Tingsboro Central
Oh, boy.
to determine. I spoke with one of the old Rochester players who's doing the filming.
Okay.
He said they alternate. So last year when Old Rochester won, they got a bye to the Super Bowl, but they alternate with this year. We'll play the Central. If we win, the winner of this game will play the Central Division winner for a trip to the Super Bowl.
And that will be it. Yeah.
And that's Millbury-Tingsboro.
So it's still only one more game, but it's just not against the North. It's against the Central.
Yes, exactly.
You know,
Millbury.
we always
Tingsboro,
figured North would play the South, but they rotate it.
Doyle Field. Do you know where that is? Here we go.
No, that's tonight's game. That's in Tingsboro.
That's tomorrow. 2 o'clock.
2 o'clock. That's
We'll go scout them out. Here we go.
Tingsboro. Second half is underway. Good, hard, strong kick. It's over his head, but he touched it. It's alive. He can't get into the end zone. He's got to bring it out. And the clock is start in bad shape at the 12.
Little bit of a mistake there by Merloni.
Yeah, tough to decide what to do there. You got to either back up and catch it on the fly or let it go, I guess.
Yeah, that had a lot of momentum. You should have known that was going to get there.
So he got caught in the middle.
But this is about the starting position we like.
You know, it's really, nothing Dom Cavanaugh and his offense like better than plenty of room to work with.
Got a little info. He did say they're weak against the pass, as we can see the way they exploited them, and that's part of.
Up the middle, what an opening! He's across the 40. He's to midfield.
That's Cavanaugh.
Dominic Cavanaugh exploded. And just like that, they flipped it again, Rob. You start at your 9, and the next thing you know, you're at midfield. Actually, the 47, but a tremendous 40-yard run. That was Merloni, right? Or
No, that was Cavanaugh. So I don't know if they faked the handoff, but
yeah.
There's a gain of 35 yards. This is first down.
What a run by Dominic Cavanaugh. Oh, I see Merloni's came out of the game. That's what I was looking at. From the shotgun, he looks one way, throws the other. This was the touchdown.
Latessa
again. He beats one man, but they catch him from behind. Where is he? Is he at the goal line?
He's at the 1.
He's at the 1. First and goal at the 1. 2 plays, 90-plus yards.
It looked like a replay, didn't it?
Same play. Looked right, threw left.
Wide open. And
He dodged the same kid that was defending him. He dodged him again, but another player got him from behind.
And like I said, well, I was at halftime talking with the player who's doing the filming for Old Rochester. He said they were weak against the pass, and they certainly exploited it in the first half and exploited it right there.
They mark it at the 2, first and goal. Up the middle.
Braganca.
Looked like he was going to get in. He did. Eddie Braganca, very reliable, close to the goal line. Ashland makes it 13-0 with the Augustinelli extra point coming up. A quick 2 steps and he's ready. Clarkers don't waste any time. Snap back, ball down. It's up. It looks good, and it is good. 14-0. That just took a minute and 2 seconds of the third quarter.
You're going to lose your roster there.
Man, was that fast.
That's what
3 plays.
That's their starting position. That's where they need to be.
Now, long time left for the OR Bulldogs. This game's a long way from over. So the clock has got to keep playing football. Got to play the full 48. But they exploded to start the second half.
We've talked about their second halves before. Is similar, like Bill Belichick. They go in there, and whatever the coach says to them, it's been very effective. They've come out
Right away. Right away.
whether it's on offense or defense, whatever they've had to do, they've done it. So here we go with Agostinelli kicking off.
Hard one right in the middle.
I like it.
Mishandled. Picks it up on a bounce. Watch out here. They get him stopped, and then they snow him under. They're going to start around the 31.
That's the kind of bounce you like to get, not those.
The hard bounce, the hard, tough to handle bounce.
A little low. They had that.
Yeah, it's,
that big bounce first.
I would say, the first goal is to hit open area, hit turf. You don't want them to catch it on the line because that gives them a real head start. First down, Bulldogs, their own 31, their first possession of the second half. They were stunned to start the second half. The hook and ladder, and Brzezinski, just a great tackle by,
Brandon
Grover? Yeah.
Well, if that's going to be their biggest play, the one they pull out of the hat.
It took a good tackle, or it would have went for a lot more. But
they got to try something different.
Brzezinski's big, but he doesn't look that fast to me.
No, and we talked about him as well. He's a straight.
There he goes. It's a play fake. He's in trouble. They stop him.
They weren't
second and 10.
Face mask maybe. Kavanaugh kind of shook his head.
Oh, no.
He might have grabbed the face mask.
No, it's a personal foul. It is the
was.
face mask. You're right, Rob. 15 large.
Yeah, it's going to take it to the 40-yard line of Ashland.
So penalty hurts the Clockers here. The Bulldogs got 1 first down on their own, and they get this one by the penalty route, and all of a sudden they're at the Ashland 40. They're trailing 14-0, so they need a score. Clockers with a stunning drive to open the second half.
That is
up
their
the
big
middle,
guy.
Brzezinski. Now he gets up some momentum. You can't bring him down. He's in the end zone. Too tough to tackle. He just lumbers, but very effectively.
Yeah, he's going to be tough to bring down in the open field, as you can see. Once he gets the momentum. Big extra point here.
They're all big. Ashland 14-6 with the lead right here. Punches it through. It's good.
Wow.
14-7. Timeout on the field. We got some arguments? I don't think so. No flags. No flags. Camden Brzezinski came up big for the Bulldogs. Clark has had many chances to bring him down, but he wasn't going down.
No, once he got through the line, it was just too much momentum. Got to give some props to the old Rochester fan base. They got a good contingent over there.
It really filled in nice.
It's one of the biggest crowds we've seen. Even that rivals the Thanksgiving Day crowd.
On the visiting side,
yeah, on
yes.
the visiting side.
Big crowd here tonight. Stands filled on the home side. Rounding into the end zone. Ashland with the lead. But the Old Rochester Bulldogs have made themselves heard here. Tries to go up the middle. Knocked down at the 21.
Maloney on the carry there. Wind's picking up a little bit. We'll see if that comes
I feel
into
colder.
play.
I feel colder. Let's check the flag. Yeah, it's blowing. So the Clockers are in a position where they've got to do it again. They started the half with a great drive, but the Bulldogs answered. It's a 7-point game once again. Third period action. Ashland and Old Rochester from Bill Cunis Field
And,
at
Eddie
Ashland
Lopez.
High School. Eddie's back in.
Yep.
He's in trouble. He gets away. It's wide open. First down. And about 15 more. And
There's
that's
the
a
flag.
late. He's out of bounds when they dragged him out.
And they're still pushing around.
There's a quick 15 in Ashland's favor this time. And just like that, that's going to take them into Old Rochester territory.
He went 20 yards before there was anybody there to touch
Yeah,
him.
what did they do? Grab his arm and throw him out of bounds or something? It wasn't what you would call a tackle.
No, but yeah, once he was out of bounds, they kind of...
Kept it on, yeah.
And they're pretty good about calling that consistently. They don't want the game to get out of hand. There was a little scrum after the extra point, so they're definitely going to call it tight before it gets out of hand.
Boy, Kavanaugh comes back. Clockers trying to answer that Old Rochester touchdown and get their 2-touchdown lead back. All the way to the 38.
Yeah, just like Old Rochester, their 15-yarder took them to the 40. Our 15-yarder takes them to the 38.
Amazing, amazing.
And we'll see if we can capitalize like Old Rochester did. And
It's a running play. Nothing doing.
yeah, that was Eddie Lopez.
Eddie's had no room tonight on his few carries that he's had.
No, he hasn't. Maybe 1 yard there on that pickup. Gazzard coming in.
Who's coming out?
I think it's Lopez or coming out. That was Ashad Ahmed. I believe. It could have been a 26. Looked like a 25.
Yeah, sure did.
We've
Sure
talked
did.
about that.
Yeah.
With the numbers getting scrunched up.
Two in the slot this time. Dom wants to throw.
Wide open.
He's wide open. It's Latessa again.
Oh, and he got crushed
Slammed from behind. He holds on. It's down to the 16-yard line. He took a shot.
Great job holding on to that ball.
Man, they spotted at the 17. It's another Ashland first down. Clockers knocking on the door again in the red zone.
That puts Latessa well over 100 yards receiving. He might even be up near 150 at this point.
Now, who just came in? 27?
Obi Brown?
Yeah, he's in.
Obi Brown came in.
So is that OB in the backfield, or is he a receiver in this?
Actually got it. Evan Ledachevsky in the game.
He's open. He's got it. He curls it in. Does he get in? No, he doesn't, but he's very close. It's Russell again in his favorite spot, the corner of that end zone. Let's see where they spotted. It's at the 2. And it's a 1st and goal for Ashland. Man, there's been a lot of action in the first 4 minutes and 20 seconds. 2 touchdowns. Clockers looking to make it their 3rd touchdown.
And again, if somebody's just tuning in, it is the 3rd quarter. Quick first half.
It was only 7-0 Ashland at halftime. Both teams have scored here in the opening minutes of the 3rd period. Dominic Kavanaugh calling signals, rolls right. He lofts it. It's too far and too tall.
Kind of.
Who was the intended? Was it Jake?
It was Russell.
Russell. It was Russell on the other side.
Kind of would have liked to see them hand it off to Braganca. He's been pretty consistent getting the 2-3
This
yards.
is his spot, right?
Yeah. They actually had Obi Brown in the backfield, but we'll see what they do here.
Now it's second down. That's the danger of the first down pass.
It is Obi Brown in the backfield.
I formation. Who's the blocker?
That's
No, it's not an I. It's a full house. Up the middle.
Obi.
He's in. O.B. Touchdown.
Brown, 27 with 6. That would be 27 for 6.
Wow.
That was Matt Gillis was that lead blocker that you were asking about.
Wow. Very impressive running play by the Ashland offense and the offensive line in particular. The extra point try. They're important. They moved. We kick it anyway, but it's not going to count. It's no play.
That's interesting. They blew it dead. And
On
it
a
was
defensive offside, yeah.
On an extra point. It's not like you had a susceptible quarterback or something. Now they're going for 2.
Wow. Wow.
Let's do it.
So it's half the distance, puts them at the 1. No, at the 1.5, right, Rob?
Yep. Yes.
So that's close enough that Coach McKay thinks it's a 2-point play.
They got Dylan Drozek coming in the game, a sophomore, number 59. But that offensive line of Colin Dagg and Ryan Dwinell, Joey Harrington, Andrew Iannarelli.
Clock is trying to put pressure
Doing it all game.
on the Bulldogs. It's a run.
They give it to Brown, and he's stuffed.
So it backfires. Clockers get nothing on the extra point try, and the score stays. Ashland 20 and Old Rochester 7.
So
we'll see if
shootout.
we'll see if that factors into the game and the decisions from here on in. But based on these first 4 minutes, there's going to be a lot more scoring in this second half than we anticipated from the 7-0 game that the first half gave us. What did we see in the first half that we didn't see in the second half? We saw long drives, runs mixed in, especially by Old Rochester. Their first drive of the game was 7 minutes.
And a couple key penalties. That definitely added some fuel to the fire for both of those drives. But
there was some field position issues in the first half, as there were in the second half, but the Clockers overcame them.
If you took the under in this game, you were looking pretty good at halftime, but 4.5 minutes into the third quarter, might be sweating it out.
Oh, get some air under that one. It's going to be handled at the 18, across the 25. They've got him down.
That was a great kick by Gostinelli.
It's about a 10-yard return. First ball I've seen caught in the air on a kickoff in quite a while.
Yeah, he got some good hey, that was their most effective kick of the game.
And the wind has kicked up and might be blowing towards the school slightly, I think.
Yeah, a little bit into, from the corner of the end zone, the corner of the left end zone towards us.
So the Bulldogs went to the back of the playbook on their last drive, and it paid off in a touchdown. Let's see what they do now.
Oh.
Nothing. A loss. Iannarelli got him.
And Griffin Frink in there with him.
Woo! A big first down stop. No gain.
And I think you're going to see Old Rochester starting to take some chances. And and Ashland's defense is so fundamentally solid. It's going to be tough. You might see a couple turnovers, maybe see another pick by Latessa or something.
He rolls this way. He lets it go. He's got a man. He's pushed back at the 34.
They give him progress to the 35, pickup of about 7. Latessa on the tackle.
A dicey situation for the Bulldogs here. They're in a tough area.
Quick snap.
For it up the middle, a good call. And they get the first down. Cote very reliable on that play.
Yeah, Jackson, and they're going with a no huddle. Just going to keep pounding it away. That's what they do. Brzezinski.
The big boy takes it. Gets to the midfield.
That was 8 yards there.
Nice gain.
I'm saying one more. If they get a first down, we might see a timeout.
Up the middle. Brzezinski again.
That was 7 yards.
Using his power. No huddle. Another first down for the Bulldogs. In Ashland territory now.
He moved. Yeah. Yeah. Old Rochester thought it was on Ashland, but their left tackle.
Coach McKay furious
left guard
at somebody. I don't know, was he yelling at a referee that didn't throw the flag? Or was he yelling at his team?
He might have been. He might have said, hey, that's your call.
Yeah.
What are you waiting for the other guy to do it? But anyways, it brings up a 1st and 15. Temporarily stops the momentum.
Straight back. He lofts it. Oh, defended pass interference. I guess against Ashland, we'll see.
Yeah.
The defender was there. The ball was thrown up for grabs. Both the receiver and the defender were there. There doesn't seem to be any argument about this one. This is going to be against Ashland. And penalties starting to become factors in this game. OR ready to go. They're at the Ashland 35 now. They go back to the run. Brzezinski gets a quick handful.
John Harding on the tackle, number 79. 2 seconds down, and about 5.
Up to 154 viewers, and don't be afraid to share the link and let your friends and family know that we're streaming live in this.
Oh, he's tackled for a loss. Ryan kept it that time.
Colin Dag and a little extracurricular activity, and I'm not sure if that's going to be offsetting or if it's going to be against Ashland. I don't know.
Ryan Thomas sacked for a loss on that keeper. Coach McKay on the field and screaming at the officials.
He's screaming at his players, too. They should know better not to get involved in that stuff. They've been good at avoiding it all year and not getting baited into.
They sure have. You're right about that, Rob. We have not seen much of that, but the playoffs have brought out a little bit of it.
Offsetting, so it's no damage there. But
so the play doesn't count, but we lose the loss. If they
no, I believe the play should count. I think it was after the whistle.
It could be a dead ball foul. So it looks like they put the marker back. And Coach McKay is saying, "Wait a minute, it was after the play."
Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think one of the old Rochester players, I think, moved the ball forward when they were all.
Isn't that just like them? Now we got some confusion. We didn't think this one through, and we got to have a conference.
Yeah. Yeah, they lost about 3 yards on the play, and when they weren't looking,
it got pushed back to the original line of scrimmage. 4:22 to go. In the third period, Ashland 20, Old Rochester 7, the Division 6 South Finals. The winner of this game will be the sectional champ, and we'll go on to play the central champ. And those two teams are playing tomorrow afternoon in Tingsboro, we believe.
Yes, Tingsboro against...
Millbury is one of the teams, and I guess Tingsboro
Millboro against Tingsboro.
Now they reset it.
They did.
So the play should count.
And they did move it back. So they
and
got
it should
right.
be third down. It should be third down. if the play counts.
Yeah, a lot of people signaling to the refs, telling them it's third down. And they're gonna, yeah, he's signaling the guy with the chains.
Are we
so
gonna
they'll
flip it?
over.
I still don't see it.
We will.
Is it up there now? Is it still second?
He's gonna.
There it goes. Third down. Look at this. Look at this.
3rd and 6, 3rd and 7.
Nobody in the line. They hike it.
Somebody moved again, or did he call
Timeout,
a timeout?
Ashland.
Ashland calls a timeout, so we still got third down.
See that formation? I haven't seen that this season.
Good call by both coaches.
Yes, Old Rochester pulling everything out,
And
going on the hurry-up offense, trying everything they can think of. They're motivated. They know their season is on the line right here. And it's, I'll have to say, it's been effective.
Yeah, and a smart play by McKay, just taking the timeout.
Yeah, Coach McKay had a team that hadn't seen that this year. As the temperatures dropping, the clock down. We're down in the teens tonight.
Lots of viewers here. Colleen Rudisil, Ed Perry, Lynn Zayak. Hello, thanks for watching. Kelly Chenard. Hey, Kelly. Davida Dynaman, David Giorgio, Mitch Pino, Jill Maria, Lisa Marie, Josh Morse. Thank you so much for tuning in. And Elaine McKee Thornquist. Comment.
I even saw a
These were all the
Bulldog
people.
fan in there.
I'm sure. Word travels fast. We had a lot of people watching last year in the finals from Old Rochester.
They go with the same formation after the Ashland timeout. Here we go. He's in trouble. They got him again. 2 plays in a row. Tackled for a loss.
He's slow getting up.
He was undefended. We have an injury timeout. It's an Ashland boy.
And he's
Now
back
he
up.
bounces up.
That was Iannarelli.
Feeling better. Iannarelli down for just a moment. He's got to come out. Coach McKay escorts him to the bench. Braganca takes his place. And it's 4th down. I guess you got to go for it, Rob. No question about that, right?
Yeah. The difference between 7 yards, 10 yards, and not a big deal. So they got to go for it. This is where most teams start out on a kickoff anyways.
Yeah.
But 3:29 to go, clock's running.
Well, if you were ahead in the game, you might try to pin him inside the 10, but
Yeah.
let's face it, the Bulldogs need points. Oh, he hustles under center, straight back. He lets it go, and he threw a bad pass at a bad time. It was well defended, but that was the worst pass of the night that
Well, the whole play,
Ryan Thomas.
The whole offense was out of sync there. Coach should have used a timeout. The clock was running. They hurried up to the line, and I think the ref said, "Hey, you got 3 seconds, 5 seconds."
Yeah.
And he hurried it, and he hurried the throw, and
That could have been it. I thought it was part of the trick play thing, but you're right. Maybe he was out of time and didn't know it.
Yeah, they took a really long time.
So Ashland takes over on downs. A good defensive stand. 3:10 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ashland 20, Old Rochester 7. Kavanaugh at the helm. He wants to pass. He goes over the middle to Hazard, and that has been a play that's worked all year, and it was just a bit long.
Yeah, he got behind the defense, and it was one of the few passes, again, that he just
a tick too strong.
didn't have a lot of room, but if he had a little more loft on it, he might have been able to run under it. But Ashland withstood that furious offensive
Oh, yeah,
drive.
and it was furious.
It just bang, 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 and
A first down here would go a long way in settling things down. 2nd and 10. The crowd roars. Dom has it. He keeps it. He goes right up the gut, gets hit hard. 4-yard gain, 5-yard gain. 3rd and 5 coming up. Dominic took a good hit.
He did.
None the worse for wear. Although he does have a towel out. If he's bleeding or what.
And they don't really.
And I don't know where the towel came from. I guess he tucks it in his pants.
It's not like the NBA where they take you out with a little blood.
Yeah, right. In the NBA, I think it's a rule. You're out of the game.
Yeah. So a big 3rd down, 3rd and 5.
From the shotgun. 4 wide receivers and a running back. Straight back. He's open. He's got it. Russell's got it.
And he's got the 1st down.
They gave him nice forward progress. It's a 1st down. Kavanaugh to Russell, works again.
This offense is just a machine, a well-oiled machine.
Clock running, 1:50 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ashland and Rochester from Cunis Field. The Division 6 South Finals, the championship game for the division. Up the middle.
Obi Brown.
He's already got a touchdown tonight and a very good run there.
Giving Old Rochester a taste of their own medicine, pounding it away. 8-yard gain. And we got a timeout by Old Rochester.
Interesting. They got coach wanted to talk to his boys. I think they just didn't want this quarter to get burned away.
Yeah.
I can't criticize him for taking that time out.
No. I might have waited till after the 1st down, but
he must have felt it was necessary. Yeah. Gives Coach McKay a chance to talk to his boys. The perfect season in the balance, the trip for the Super Bowl at Gillette Stadium, the ultimate goal. Clock is trying to reach the Super Bowl for the 3rd time. The first time in 1978, second time in 1995, and if destiny...
Did you announce that game in '78 too, Bob?
No. I was here. I didn't even go to the game. I moved to Ashland in 1980.
Okay.
And we didn't have cable till around 86, 85.
So 78 and 95, you said?
95.
That's a
good
bit of information.
The 95 team was quarterbacked by my son.
Oh, nice.
Bobby Thacker, and it's his birthday today.
Oh,
It'll be a nice
nice.
He's been following the Clockers from California. This would be a nice gift. It's complete.
Gazzard
picks up some steam. What do we call that? Yak. Yards after catch. YAC. And he turned on the Jets to the 36. And another Ashland 1st down.
Well designed and well executed.
I like the speed he showed after he caught that ball.
Yeah,
Brian Gazzard, what a year he's had. Unprecedented year for passing, Rob. In my 33 years of broadcasting Ashland High football, I've never seen a passing attack anywhere close to this.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if we went and ran the numbers.
Up the middle, nothing doing.
Just hold on to it, and
there's the whistle. There's the whistle.
But he didn't go down. Under a minute.
Clock is really starting to chew up clock now. But they got to keep getting 1st downs.
Yeah, they're going to run one more play at least.
Before we go to the 4th period.
So 2nd and 10.
Who's in the backfield, Rob? Can you tell?
Looks like Lopez.
He's behind Dob Kavanaugh. He's got a slot receiver.
Latessa
He flings it.
comes
Back shoulder. Complete. Flags. Touchdown.
to Kevin Russell. We'll see if they call it on. Did he push off?
Everybody.
I didn't think he pushed off. I thought
No.
the guy just fell. But
Yeah. Everybody running away from the end zone, which usually means it's against Ashland. Yeah. No thought of lining up for an extra point. Pass interference, offensive pass interference against Russell. Sets the Clockers back. Let's watch it again on instant replay. We didn't get a good replay, yeah.
Yeah, it was catching up on the feed.
But it didn't look like much to me.
No. It looked like the little guy tried to go up and compete with the big guy, and he just couldn't do it. Russell just stood his ground.
Ashland back in their own side of the 50 at the their own 49-yard line now, and it's 2nd and a mile.
Yeah, 2nd and 25 according to the scoreboard. 6.2 seconds left. Hey, they can try that one again. You know, 9 times out of 10 at this point, Russell's going to outjump them.
Under center. Looking for Latessa, or
Griffin
through
Frank
his eyes. It's Frank, yeah.
on the wheel route.
I don't know what happened with that ball. Did it go right through him?
Yeah, he kind of twisted him up a little bit.
Griffin Frank, 34,
Yeah, you don't
was
see.
the intended receiver. And it had hope for a moment, but a 3rd and 100 are coming up. And we're going to start the 4th period. The clock is heading towards the school. Ashland leading 20-7. Bob Thacker, Rob Silver on WACA-TV. Tonight's game brought to you by 126 Storage.
Self-storage of Ashland, 126 self-storage, and Ashland Pet Concierge. And that third quarter, after a flurry of activity, the first 3 drives, bang, 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 Ashland touchdown, Old Rochester touchdown. Ashland in 4.5 minutes, everybody kind of settled down.
Yeah, then it had stopped, yeah. Thanks to Michael Kane, the owner of Ashland 126 Self-Storage, and thanks to Carolyn McGee, the owner of Pet Concierge.
Up to 100.
Been with us all season, bringing you these games live, streaming live by special permission this week. We haven't been able to do it the last 2 weeks. Glad to be able to do it tonight. Wasn't there. Down he goes.
Well, it's usually not. It's not going to be there a lot when it's 3rd and 25, but a smart play, and we'll kick it away and see if the defense holds.
Yeah. Tom gave it a good chance to open up. It never did. He had to take it himself, and by that time they had closed on him. And this is a punting situation for Matt Neal. He's going to let this one go about his own 35-36.
Just need a good snap.
One deep man, good pressure, and a good kick under pressure. And it takes an Ashland bounce. It's headed inside the 10, inside the 5, and down there. What a kick by Neal. Matt Neal comes up big.
49-yard net punt.
He got a good foot on it, and he angled it away from the
And the snap was a little high, too.
return man. Man, what a kick in a precious situation. Old Rochester backed up inside their 5. They'll start there 1st and 10. We're in the 4th period. Clockers in blue. Old Rochester in white. Tonight's game being played on November 15th, 2019. Bitter cold, wind kicking up. Huge crowd on hand, biggest crowd of the year. They roll, and he gets a little traction and a pretty good run to start. It's not a first down, but it's a good chunk of it.
Jackson Cody, yeah, picked up about 9 there. But at some
Cody
point,
usually runs inside, but he, he picked a hole out there.
at some point, the clock's going to become a factor.
Plenty of time left for the Bulldogs, but we're in the fourth period. The quick out is complete. He breaks one tackle, and then they bring him down, but it's a first down for the Bulldogs, and they get some breathing room, which is what they wanted.
Dylan Thomas.
So the clock is running, and Old Rochester taking their time. Ryan Thomas,
Oh.
a little trickery.
It's a flea flicker. There was a good offensive move.
Yeah.
In many ways, more offensive than the
Our
pass
guard-
interference play called on Kevin Russell.
Obi Brown on the coverage, and the intended receiver.
Did he go down a
Dylan
little awkwardly?
Thomas. Yeah, he was reaching for that.
Yeah.
And he kind of
Feet went out, and down he went on the knee or an ankle.
landed funny.
So the trainer's going to look at him. That's going to stop the game with 9:5:7 to go, and Ashland holding a 20-7 lead.
Yeah, that play had some potential there. Fortunately, I think it was just need a little bit more loft.
Well, we got to wait and see if this boy's going to be all right before play resumes. The boy's going to take a water break in the meantime.
And during the break, because it's kind of quiet, you can hear all the Ashland coaches talking to the players saying, stay back.
Yep. We've already had the sideline warning.
Had the sideline warning, but some of these kids want to see the game, and they can. Ashland's got such a big squad between the freshmen, JV.
Yeah, good-sized squad.
That some of these kids, they have to stay between certain.
And part of the great
certain
job that Coach
yard
McKay
lines.
does is getting so many players involved on his team. Everyone's doing something. Here we go.
Second down.
Long pass. He's open. He's got it. Across the 50, down to the 40. First down, Old Rochester.
Yeah, he had him beat the last time, and he beat him this
Perfectly
time.
thrown ball.
Yeah, he got a little more loft under it, like we said, and we were able to bring it in.
And they hurry to the line. Up the middle they go with the big boy, and he gets his usual 5 first down yards. That's got to stop, too.
Makes it a little more interesting and really quick back to the line.
They try the other back, Cote, and he's got the first down and a few more. And the Bulldogs are marching. It's another first down. Now they've hit the Ashland 28.
9 minutes to go in the game, barring overtime.
They go up the middle again to Brzezinski, and he has a knack now of getting those 5 yards, and the Old Rochester coach has noticed that.
Well, he's so tall, if he falls
Yeah,
forward, he
it's
gains
working
5
out
yards
great.
just by falling over if nobody touches him.
He doesn't get it this time. It's going to be a pass. It's a rollout. He's bottled up. He gets something, maybe. Not too much.
And a good job by Griffin Frank, who ran him down, not to get too aggressive.
Containment, yeah.
He just kind of gave him a little push, but didn't do anything to draw a penalty. Which
Yeah,
sometimes they do. It's just so tempting.
Yeah, when all your momentum is heading that way. So it's 2-down territory, of course, but it's 3rd down at the Ashland 23-yard line. 3rd and, let's call it 4?
Yeah, 4 or 5, but if you notice Ryan Thomas, anytime he's rolled out to his left, he's been a little less effective. And the wind really picking up here.
Now he goes the other way. He rolls to his right. He lets it go. He's got a man. It's defended, incomplete. I guess he threw to the wrong shoulder. He was hoping for his player to out-jump the smaller defender. But
that was close to being offensive pass interference as he was grabbing Obi Brown's hand.
Obi was right there.
Obi had one arm. He couldn't get the other arm around it.
Now it's 4th down.
To pick it off. So
Big play.
Old Rochester season, you could say, hangs on this play.
It's a big play, no question about it. There's still 8.5 minutes left to play. But this is a big play. He's going to roll this side. He's going to keep it. He's not going to get it.
No, he's short. He's short. See where he marks it.
Clockers are going to take.
Ooh, they gave him a good spot. This is close. They're calling for a measurement. A very favorable spot.
Rob, I can't see it. He's across the 20, right? Just across the 20. He had to get to the 19. This has got to be short.
God. And looking at the replay, he
Man.
I think he's short. It looks like he needed to get just inside the 19, and he's about the yes.
Clockers take over on downs. They've held. The Bulldogs stopped at the inside the Ashland 20. Ashland takes over.
What
go back to work on
defensive stand.
Offense with 8:19. That was huge. What a play. Did the call surprise you?
Yeah, it did. Again, rolling out to the left.
He hasn't been running that much.
No. It looked, I thought at first he might be looking to pitch it.
Yeah. But that was the call. It was him to take it.
And we just got to protect the ball and chew up some clock here.
Dom
Beautiful.
Lofts a nice screen pass for a first down to the 39-yard line. It's
Bubba Gazzard. That's the play they tried to run last week.
Yes.
Although they ran it to the other side, but this time it was successful.
Yes. He babied it, but it connected. 38-yard line. Ashland has a first down. The completion keeps the clock running after the chains are set. Coming up on 7:40 left in this game. Ashland 20.
I'm sorry about that, Bob. Very reminiscent of last year's
Amazing.
final with the win.
I didn't think there'd be any win. All of a sudden, here it is.
Loss of a couple there.
First down play is unsuccessful. OR with 2 timeouts left.
Just saw an update from the Holliston-Canton playoff game at halftime. Canton leading 7-6.
Woo!
Canton's undefeated, so
it's kind of hard to keep calling Holliston down to 6 points.
Yeah.
Canton has not lost this year.
No.
Holliston lost only to Ashland. Dom wants to throw, can't find a receiver. Now he's under pressure and he throws it away. So now a 3rd and long is coming up.
I don't like stopping the clock.
I know. He just didn't have a choice there.
But once he scrambled and stepped back 7-10 yards, he had to throw it away.
Exactly. So, let's see what Coach McKay comes up with on 3rd down.
I mean, it was already 2nd and 12, so if he had, taken a little loss, 2nd and 4.
Is it Latessa time? Is it Latessa time? Or is it Gazzard over the middle? Or is it
I'll be honest with you.
An out to
I don't
Kevin
have a problem
Russell?
with a quarterback draw. Keep the clock running, punt it deep, because they got to get 6:41 to go. Take the clock down to 6 minutes. They got to score twice.
He's going to pass. He flips it. Incomplete. It was intended for Latessa, who was sort of tackled as he went for the ball, but
I think it was
simultaneous.
A good play.
Yeah, good
I think
call.
It was a good play.
No call. Good no call.
Little acting there.
4th down. Clock is stopped. Clockers in punting situation. What do we got? 6:35 left to go.
6:35, and again, Old Rochester has to go down, score, get the ball back. That's why I wouldn't have minded something safe, chew 40 seconds off
At
the
least a
clock.
minute would have taken it, yeah. Neal booms it right at him. Fair catch at the 39. They'll start there. So that works out better for Old Rochester than the last one. Because Neal could not get it away from the returner. And now the Clocker defense is back out there with another assignment against what has proven to be a very tough and resilient OR offense.
If we can avoid giving up a big play, we should be in good shape.
Under center. Thomas goes back to the ground game. Stopped.
Breaks it
He
outside.
bounces out. And he gets a nice gain out of it. It looked like he was going to have nothing. He's got a first down.
No, I think 8 yards.
No, he's, yeah. He
8,
got
9
8.
yards.
Yeah, good run, but not a first down. Second down play. Quick pass over the middle. Complete. He's in the open field. They bring him down. It was Brzezinski. He can run the ball and he can catch it. He has the Old Rochester touchdown tonight on a pass reception. It's another OR first down. They go end zone. Brzezinski, Clockers had great position. Could have intercepted it, but it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. Wow.
You know, they got that mismatch with Obi
Yep.
Brown
Yep.
and DeRocher.
That was DeRocher.
Yeah, the big guy, number
Was
8.
he 8? Yeah, 8.
At some point, they're going to connect on it if
Yep.
they keep going to it.
Yep.
Just too big a mismatch.
They try it again.
Underneath.
They use that underneath play and get a nice 8 yards out of third down coming up.
Yeah, that one to Dylan Thomas. Thomas to Thomas.
We're guessing they're brothers, Ryan and Dylan. 3rd and 2. They run it and get it.
They're down to about the 19.
This is where they were when their drive stalled last time, but now they've got a first down.
This drive, but
They want to pass. Same play.
they read that one.
Only 2 or 3 that time.
See if they call
They
him in.
stopping the clock?
Yeah, you know, the forward progress should have kept the clock running, but Old Rochester lucked out there.
4:38. 4:58.
58.
Thank you, Rob.
Yeah, again, Old Rochester very lucky that they ruled them out of bounds.
They've been thwarted many times tonight, but they keep coming back. Up the middle. Cote, a short gain, gang tackled, dragged back, the whistle blows.
Ryan Dwinell's on the tackle, Griffin Frank.
Those boys have got to come up big here again. They've been under pressure the whole second half by a hurry-up offense.
Been doing it all year. Colin Dagg, Eddie Braganca in there, Sean Harding getting some playing time last few games. Ian Orelli and Ryan Dwinell's solid. Fakes the handoff.
Oh, he's got it. He's got some field. He's inside the 10. He's out of bounds at about the 3.
He's in.
Touchdown. They give it to him.
There's a
I
flag
thought he
to
stepped
the right.
out. Where's that flag, Rob? On the other
10-yard
side of the
line,
field.
The right side of the field, and Old Rochester's bent over like he knows he made a mistake.
Yeah, they're chagrined. That
Yeah.
touchdown is coming back.
And the play, it didn't even involve the play.
It couldn't have
was
been
total-
further from the play.
No. Wait.
Touchdown. So we misread it completely.
I was just going by the body language
Yeah.
of Old Rochester. They look guilty. 4:19 to go.
So just like that, It's 20-13 with the extra point try, a very important extra point try coming up. They're going to place kick.
And they needed a quick score.
I didn't think he got in. I thought he stepped out.
Oh, that's no good.
Clockers get a break there. I don't know what went wrong, but that was not close.
Well, if you remember, the first extra point wasn't a
it was
rocket
punched,
ship
yeah.
either.
So the score hangs. Ashland 20, Old Rochester 13.
7 points, and if it were to come down to another extra point, Old Rochester would go for 2. No doubt in my mind.
I think that would be the right call, yeah.
And I don't think...
And if there was ever any doubt, that last kick settled it.
But I think even if it was, 21-14, and
yeah,
that's what you do.
You're right. Yeah, they would have to go for 2 no matter what.
I think they'd go for just the on the road playoff game and just.
But the place kicking just seems to be unreliable.
So we'll see what happens here.
Clockers need to take this one. What?
And they're going to get, they assess the penalty on the kick.
Oh, my. What a time for this.
So, if they wanted to try an onside kick, it's not a bad time to do it.
They're going to be kicking off from the Ashland 45-yard line. Wow.
Yeah, the 15 yards for...
Great advantage for Old Rochester. Clockers are going to be pinned deep. Or so it seems, but we'll see what happens on the run back.
Yeah, or do they try something out of McKay's book and try the onside kick? There's a flag there.
Whew. Offside Ashland. Jeez Louise. Inexplicable. Another 5. The officials single-handedly marching the Bulldogs towards the Ashland end zone.
Yeah, it's their third best drive of the day.
Man, how could that happen?
It's actually, well, you could go for an onside kick, but you can't really.
How could you be offside there? You're not even moving. Now they drill it towards the end zone.
Right.
Mercifully, it goes in, and we get to start at the
20.
The 20. So that didn't come out too badly. And the Ashland offense under the gun. They had a rough series last time. They had a nice first down on I think their first play, and then they stalled. Both teams, both fan bases excited. Old Rochester Bulldog fans whooping it up across the way. Here we go. Kavanaugh. He goes deep. Latessa. Oh, almost intercepted. Both players had their hands on that ball, but neither one caught it.
Yeah, Kavanaugh made up his mind. He was going to just go one-on-one and see if Latessa could out-muscle him.
Yeah.
It's good coverage there by Francis.
But all year long, it's been the Clocker that's come down with it.
Yeah, because he had
4 great receivers.
He had one of his clockers open underneath, but he had made up his mind. He was going.
2nd and 10. Passing completion stops the clock. Here we go. Over the middle, too high, intercepted.
They got some good pressure.
Wow, what a play.
He just flung
the Bulldogs take over at the Ashland 35-yard line. And now the Bulldogs have the advantage with 4:03 to go. Ashland holding on to a 7-point lead.
Well, their character's been tested all year, and they've withstood every test. Let's see if they do it again here.
Let's see if they go to Brzezinski on first down. That's what they've been doing. They do. He gets more than his usual 5.
8. 8 or 9.
He has been tough ever since he scored that touchdown. He's been getting the ball and getting good yardage on the ground. Second and short. He kept it? Yeah. He's got a first down and a lot more. Touchdown saving tackle at the 15. But the Bulldogs are in business. They've got a first down. Clockers back on their heels. Under intense pressure. The clock is running.
Yeah, down to 3:20. And now the Old Rochester Bulldogs will take a little bit of time.
It's a first down.
Wing formation.
Up the middle, a tough 3 or 4.
Ryan Dwinell's on the tackle with Don Massaro. And again, it's a catch-22. You want to have some clock,
Yeah.
but you
gotta
just stop them. Stop them, the game's over. But if they did get in,
it's Cote. He goes outside. Gets through one tackle.
right at the marker.
Went right over the marker. See what they call.
See where they spot it. He is first down, first and goal at the 5.
They give it to him. And now, this rolling Bulldog offense is 5 yards from getting a chance to tie this game up or take the lead. They go up the middle, the big boy.
Colin
And this time
Dagg.
they got him.
Colin Dagg and Kavanaugh.
Number 51.
2:25 and running. Second and goal at the 5. No gain on the play. They finally stop Brzezinski. See if they give it to him again. No, they try Cote.
Oh!
He barrels under. He
Couple
burrows
yards, but
for
he
a couple.
Yeah, he bumped right into Harding.
Third down.
Ooh, where are they? Where are they?
Waiting for the spot right in, just inside the 3-yard line. Right on the 3-yard line, Hash.
Third down and goal.
Third down, 1:45 to go. Clock's ticking. They got
Everyone on their feet at Cunis Field. They push the pile from behind. We wait for the whistle. There it is. It's fourth down.
half-yard line.
Clockers would not give up that touchdown.
You know, McKay should call timeout.
Holy cow, they couldn't be any closer, Rob.
I mean, Old Rochester wants to.
Bleed the clock,
Yeah.
104 and fourth down. Here it is. Brzezinski in the back. It's a quarterback sneak.
I don't think he made it. Oh, they
Touchdown.
did. He did.
He just barely got in on the quarterback sneak. Is there a fumble? What is there?
No, just a bunch of players
Just trying to unpile.
looking. Yeah, he's definitely over the line.
Well, the touchdown's already been called, so
Yeah,
it
and
doesn't
just
matter.
and just
Yeah.
looking to see. So we got 51 seconds left.
They're down by a point. It's Ashland 20, Old Rochester 19. We talked about this, Rob. We think they have to go for 2 based on that last extra point try. The hash mark is the 3-yard line.
I'm guessing you'll see a couple timeouts.
Oh,
Here's
yeah.
the first one by
Let's
Old
talk
Rochester.
this over. 51 seconds left in the game. Clockers have to stop this play to keep the dream alive. Clark's undefeated season. A chance at a Super Bowl, all on the line on a 2-point conversion play, or so it seems, with 51 seconds left here in the fourth period. A furious rally by the Old Rochester Bulldogs has brought them to within 1 point.
We've talked about, I've said it before, PJ and Jake.
We need them on the line, Rob.
We need the two
get,
extra players on this one.
If we can get PJ Ferrier and Jake Silver to help our boys out on this play.
I wonder if the coach...
Team has dedicated their season to these boys. Passed away in the last 12 months. We're ready. Brzezinski's in the backfield. And the Clockers are going to take a timeout. No,
another one.
They took another one. That's it. No more timeouts for them. Ashland has 2 in their pocket. So you might see another one.
So those
the clock has come out.
Just joining us, 51 seconds to go. It's 20-19. Old Rochester setting up to go for a 2-point conversion. They were trailing 20-7 with about 6:40 to go. And a nice drive and
they wouldn't try a pass, would they, Rob?
I think they would.
Okay.
They would try anything.
One of the tall players.
Well, they got Brzezinski in the backfield, so we'll see if they try and power ahead.
Full house backfield, he rolls right.
He's got nothing.
Thomas, he dives.
No, he didn't make it. He didn't make it.
He did not get in. The Clockers have held. The boy made a dive for the goal line. He did not make it. It was as close could be. The score stays. Ashland 20, Old Rochester 19. What a play. I don't know who made it. He ran out of real estate. That much I know.
He was in trouble.
He was getting pressure.
I saw him reach, and he didn't. I knew he didn't hit the pylon.
Clockers now have to survive an onside kick. You know, I thought he was just inside the pylon, and I thought maybe...
my dad's trusty old binoculars helped me there. I knew he didn't get in.
Clockers now have to survive an onside kick. They got Latesser on the front line. They got Brian Gazzard up on the front line. Brandon Grover is in the second line of defense. The ball must go 10 yards. And the referee saw something that requires a discussion. He's pointing.
Yeah, so that front line is Russell. Down here we got Latesser, Gazzard, Matt Neal, Dom Kavanaugh, and Kevin Russell, the front 5.
Those are the front 5. Needs a big hop. Not a bad kick. Ball's loose. Oh, Rochester has it. Did it go 10? Or was it touched first by Ashland?
It was touched first by Ashland.
So it doesn't matter. Old Rochester is at their own 49-yard line, and they've got another life.
They got another life, 49.5 seconds, but no timeouts because they took 2 on that conversion.
Wow. A successful onside kick, pretty rare, but the Bulldogs pulled it off.
Now we just have to...
Clockers need to make some tackles.
Keep them in play. Keep the ball in play.
He rolls right. He's sacked for a loss. Who got him?
Andrew Iannarelli.
What a tackle, what a sack. What a time.
32 seconds to go, clock running.
Second and long, they're not ready. They're not ready, time burning.
No timeouts again.
We're down to 24 seconds. He's straight back, he's got time. He lets it go, it's deflected, incomplete. That'll stop the clock. Only 15.9 seconds left.
He had his receiver, it was a nice throw. I don't know if he heard the footsteps of Obi Brown or not.
Clockers had, like, what do we call that, delayed blitz or something? Because Obi didn't run right away, he waited. And then he shot the gap and headed right for him.
16.9 seconds. 3rd and 17. And this one not coming easy, that's for sure.
Thomas has shown some accuracy. Under center. It's a quick out. It's a hook and ladder again.
It's fumbled
and we got it. Dominic Cavanaugh came up with it. The Clockers take over with 10 seconds left. Old Rochester with no timeout. Dom has to take a knee, and this one's over.
What a game. What a game.
I think the Bulldogs have run out of miracles. If Dom can successfully execute the knee. He does. It's all over. The Clockers are going to the finals. The Division 6 finals against the Millbury-Tingsbury winner next week. And they're still undefeated. They're 10-0.
Double digits in the win column.
And what a game tonight. It just, again, one game more amazing than the previous.
And we're going to have a trophy presentation, the MIAA.
The sectional trophy.
Yeah. The Ashland Clockers, Tri-Valley Large champions, and now the Division 6 South champions.
And 10-0 on the season. And an amazing game in many ways.
Yeah.
7-0 at the half. Yeah. And we saw that we were up against a good opponent tonight. We saw it even in the first half when we shut them out because they moved the ball on us.
And I was talking to this gentleman over here, and they lost 22 seniors last year, Old Rochester.
Woo.
So
some good coaching there, yeah.
Looked to be, and it's a new coach, and it was supposed to be somewhat of a rebuilding year.
Fantastic job.
But fitting that Ashland.
Clockers came out in the second half, took it right in, and we're leading 14-0 and apparently in command. A pass play to Brzezinski on a quick 2-3 play drive, and Old Rochester was back in the game, 14-7. So the Clockers answered immediately with another touchdown to make it 20-7, the extra point try. They went for the 2 points, didn't get it. And that seemed to inspire the Bulldogs because they came back with the next 2 touchdowns,
Yeah, they struggled a little bit.
Putting the last one in with 50 seconds or so left in the game. They had to go for 2. Their place kicking game was off tonight. You could see that, even the one they made. And they had to go for 2. They went for 2. And their quarterback, Ryan Thomas, who played a great game tonight, made a desperation bid for that end zone and was stopped just short on the 2-point try. The Clockers celebrated, but it was a bit premature as Old Rochester executed the onside kick to perfection and had a chance from their own 49-yard line. But the great defensive lineman for Ashland, Andrew Iannarelli, sacked Thomas on the first play I think it was Brown broke up the second one.
Yeah, Brown broke up the pass.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then on the third down play,
They tried the little trick play, which you
the
kinda
hook and
knew was
ladder,
coming.
yeah.
And it wasn't going anywhere anyways. But
And they lost control of the ball, and Kavanaugh recovered to end the game. Final score, Ashland 20 and Rochester 19. It doesn't get any closer to this than this, Rob, and it doesn't feel any better than this either. It's the Clockers stay unbeaten on their route to the Super Bowl.
Loud congratulations to your Ashland.
Thanks to our great crew tonight. Cam,
We'll now move on to the
Mackey.
Mackey, Kotab, Jack, Emberly.
All updates on tournament action.
Tonight's game produced and directed by
Allison Rose.
Allison Rose. Clockers celebrating at midfield.
Coaches and officials of tonight's contest, we thank you for your support of this game.
Great, great game, great season. We hope we have a home game again next week. Stay tuned. Watch WACA-TV, channel 39, 40, and 45 on Verizon. I can't remember the Comcast channels right now. We're also on Facebook, WACA-TV. Amazingly, we have all the games on Facebook, on our Facebook site, and we have all the games on our WACA-TV YouTube site,
Yes.
including last week's win over Rockland is on there, along with many other games and a lot of other stuff as well.
Yeah, you'll want to watch this one a few times.
Well, stay with us. WACA-TV, Ashland Television, the exclusive home of Ashland High School football and all Ashland High School varsity sports. So that wraps it up from Cunis Field. For my partner, Rob Silver, I'm Bob Thacker. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
126 Self-Storage is located at 162 Pond Street and is owned by Ashland native Michael Kane. Gated and fenced with 24-hour security cameras, they offer convenient drive-up storage units for both your residential and commercial needs. Temperature-controlled units and outdoor vehicle, boat, and RV storage is also available. Check them out at 126selfstorage.com. And thank you to Michael Kane for being a great underwriter of Around the Clock.
Hi, I'm Carolyn McGee, and I created Ashland Pet Concierge in 2006. We have provided exceptional and personalized pet care peace of mind to thousands of clients. We provide dog walking, pet sitting, pet psychic sessions, energy healing, and holistic products. Our staff are fully trained, insured, bonded, Cori checked, and certified in pet CPR and first aid. The office manager, Sue Merloni, guarantees your pet care instructions are accurate, detailed, and that all visits are timely. Our online portal ensures a high level of service to our clients with a photo message sent to you after each visit. Thank you for your trust in Ashland Pet Concierge. To set up care for your pet, visit the website below or call 857-205-1950.